State Petramala and Johns Hopkins in the NCAA tournament for a record 46th time. The Blue Jays playing host to Georgetown, the Big East tournament champs. Top 5 recruit coming out of high school, and now Shaq Stanwyck. The last of the Stanwicks, the youngest of 8 siblings who all played Division I lacrosse. Joel Tinney, the Tin Man, opens the tin.
He did against Denver, man. He seals that goal up with saran wrap and nothing gets in.
Good ride there. Now Williams trying to knock it loose from Hersey. He does. Williams gets it back for Hopkins. Here's Stanwyck leading the break. Has the trailer. Tinney, 2-zip, Blue Jays.
Today we had a chance to speak with him. You'll see that at halftime.
He's got a few quirky superstitions. Patrick Frazier. And
Hopkins is handling these matchups right now. Wittenberg, 6 and blue, is probably their primary dodger. Bucci's got some quicks, not a great shooter.
Burge. Wittenberg with a bouncer, and Georgetown on the board, and the Hoyas bench engaged.
He can shoot it. Led his high school team to a state championship. He does everything really well.
Wittenberg, he's got his second. And like that, Georgetown has answered with 2 straight, both off the cross. Joel Tinney, a couple of early goals for Hopkins. Patrick Frazier made it 3-0 Blue Jays. But back-to-back goals by Wittenberg have the Hoyas within 1. Wittenberg over to Burge. Skips it to Caraway. Terrific ball movement. It started with Wittenberg drawing the slide. Up top, Burge now over to the right wing. And Wittenberg, who's got 2 of the 3 Georgetown goals. Skip pass, deflected by Foley. Comes back to Burge. Georgetown, 4 unanswered, and the Hoyas with the lead. Over to Wittenberg. Clark. Hoyas moving it around the perimeter. Burge now feeding the crease. Behrens, man up goal for Georgetown. 5 unanswered. A little Hoya paranoia at Homewood.
So I knew from that moment he didn't want to be anywhere else other than Hopkins.
What emotions do you deal with during a Hopkins game watching Kyle?
He's harder on himself than anybody else could be, so it's nice to watch, but you know, you want him to make it to the next level.
Robert Clark makes it 6-3 Georgetown.
Strong coach, strong staff, sense of self. Understanding your own identity is such a big deal now.
Burge! Started low, finished high. 7 unanswered by the Hoyas. They're thinking upset at Homewood.
David Shriver and Phipps.
Here's Behrens against Tinney. Behrens, inside roll. Clark. Second goal for Clark. The Hoyas erupt on the sideline. They have a 5-goal lead on Hopkins.
Got to make an energy play.
But the way Virginia plays, a 7-goal margin, far more doable than a 5-goal margin against a Georgetown team that will eat the clock.
Very valid point.
Man up opportunity, and Tinney with his 3rd to end the long scoring drought for Hopkins.
And I thought they would lose to Denver by a handful.
Hersey looks like he got Cole Williams. Williams 5 goals against Maryland, none today, but an assist as he finds Kyle Marr. 2 year Ethan Walker last week. Williams goes down hard. Gibson Smith got him on the back end and no flag. Now Stanwyck against McLeod, the sophomore out of San Francisco. Marr, lefty laser up high. 3 in a row for Hopkins. Big ground ball by Hopkins, or rather Georgetown off the face-off. Gibson Smith. Tagliaferri, here's Clark, all the way, and Georgetown answers. A hat trick for Robert Clark. He's the one who moved into the starting lineup when Daniel Bucaro got hurt. Jake Fox In on the extra man for Hopkins, big number 45. Here's Fraser, 29 man-up goals. Good look here for Marr. He's got the hat trick, and it's a 2-goal game. Can they hold on over the last 6.5, or will Hopkins come back? Georgetown led by as many as 5. Marr, he's got 3, make it 4. Kyle Marr leading the comeback for the Blue Jays.
It's changed quickly.
The cerebral Shackelford Stanwyck. Now Cole Williams against Hersey. A couple of Goliaths. Marr, his 5th! Kyle Marr has put this team on his back! DeSimone looking for a cutter, no movement.
Yeah, too much hero ball. It's one guy dodging and 5 watching.
Here comes Stanwyck against McLeod. Stanwyck on the inside! If it counts, Hopkins wins! The Blue Jays complete the comeback! Shaq Stanwyck in overtime for the game winner!